Time together. We've got a wonderful, real piece of history. That's, to me, this really does, it feels like you're touching a piece of this entire country's history and heritage and just worldliness, really. This is the last 30 years of Indian head scents. It's 1880 to 1909, and it's available today on 4 flexible payments. There are a limited supply of these to go around, and they're hand-selected, right? So you kind of go through and choose the best of the best, because they're actually circulated coins, right?
Yeah, but they're nicely circulated. We hand-select them. Look, there's a lot of Indian head scents out there. The vast majority of them have those little green spots on them because, you know, they're copper, they're beat up, they've been run over, they've been, the vast majority of these.
Not quite Mike Mezak worthy.
Exactly. Yeah. Particularly when you're looking at coins that are from 1880 to 1909. So what you have is a contiguous set right here, 1880, 81, 82, 83, literally the last 30 years of the Indian head scent. Now, if you look at our price, 30 years times $1.99 now, or $199. Each one of these comes in its own individual airtight holder, so that's 59 cents. So you have 30 of those times 60 is 30 bucks, and then the box is $19.95. You're about 150 bucks. So you're about $5 a coin is what you're paying for these. Now, you know, if you were at a garage sale and you went in there and there was an Indian head penny just like this sitting in a thing and they had $5 that, you know, you'd take it right up to the front. Now that would be any of these, these more common years, kind of right in here that I got like a nationally advertised color. These are about 8 1/4 a piece. So you're saving about $3 a coin or so right through here. But the key to this collection is we include them all. This is the coin right here, the 1909.
This is the baseball team analogy again, right?
Yeah, exactly, baseball team analogy, the 1909. Because if you remember, I was telling you that they started making the Lincoln cent in 1909.
Okay.
The primary thrust of the U.S. government and the mint in 1909 was the Lincoln cent. They made only very, very few of the Indians. That's why this coin, in fine condition, $45.
And these are national numbers. You're not just estimating based on what you think. These are published actual values.
This is a catalog that I use. When I was a 12-year-old paperboy collecting coins, I bought from this catalog.
Oh, that's great.
That's how long they've been around.
Wow.
Okay, they're the longest continuously running catalog, coin numismatic catalog in America. So, these are real folks.
Right.
And this coin's $45.
Okay.
So when you look at this right up here, here's 1880, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. These coins really get hard. That's why the 1885, this is the key coin in the entire collection. Like I said, in this very good fine condition, like I said, good luck finding that for less than about 40 or 50 bucks. That is the absolute key coin, yet you're getting it for, in essence, $5. Because we're about $5 a coin across the board when you count in the packaging, and there's not a single solitary coin missing. You get that piece of American history.
And you said single one-off at a time. Even the most common amongst the bunch are worth $8, $9 a piece.
$8 1/4.
Okay.
So I have here, so the most common coins, which are basically these kind of early 1900 coins right in here, are all about $8 1/4 a coin.
Is that because those are the newest, but before they stopped?
And they raised the mintage of them. They weren't as destroyed. These got destroyed or remelted to make the later year coins. These are all anywhere between about $12 a coin across here. The 85 and the 87. The 85 is like 40, 50 bucks. The 87 is probably 20 or 30 bucks. The rest of them $11, $12 a coin. But the key is every single one is individually hand selected. And like I said, so you pull this out. You can do that because we got each one in its own individual airtight holder. Look at that coin, 1883. It is truly spectacular. 1883. Individually hand-selected. So many times when you see the Indian head scent, they're worn almost flat. They're not even recognizable as a coin. But you get the entire collection in the presentation box, the last 30 years, including the 1909, including the 1885, including all of the rare coins. It is just a great way to participate in American history.
And I love the fact that they're actual circulated ones, that they have a little bit of age. Obviously you chose the finest that you could get your hands on, in best state possible, but they've lived through those years.
Well, if I did this in Brilliant Uncirculated, I could do it. It'd be about, I don't know, 6,000, 8,000, something. So, we try to make it at least a little approachable here at $5 a coin at $199.95. Yeah, I just put together a complete Mint State 64 Morgan silver dollar set. Anybody who's looking for one of those, I just put it together. It's $965,000.
Okay.
Okay, so have just the one though.
Okay, so if you're interested in the Indian Head Scents collection, again, it is all last 30 years, individually hand-selected for you, individually packaged for you, all at, as Mike puts it, basically $5 a coin when you think about the casings and you think about the storage case to go along with it, and it's available on FlexPay. Again, you know, Mike does not often do these great big flex specials because